Chapter 14, Segment 2. What is the genetic basis of olfactory receptors? Linda Buck and Richard Axel showed that the mammalian genome contains between 1,000 and 2,000 different odorant receptor genes, depending on the species. OR genome is the largest gene family known in mammals. Some OR genes in each species are non-functional pseudogenes, which are genes present on the chromosomes. Humans have about 1,000 genes, and the proportion of pseudogenes is between 60 and 70%. There seems to be between 350 and 400 functional ORs. In olfaction, everyone has a unique nose. The more copies of a specific receptor a person has, the more sensitive they are to certain odorants. Having more receptors leads to more intense smells, which can be perceived as unpleasant. OR influences our food choices and food intake. Heavy alcohol consumption impairs olfactory sensitivity. However, having one drink improves the taste of food. The feel of scent. Trigeminal nerve is the fifth cranial nerve. It transmits information about the feel of a nerve. For example, a mint feels cool and ammonia feels like it's burning. Trigeminal stimulation is the reason why we cry when we sniff onions. What are the theories of olfactory perception? Shape pattern theory was created by John Amoore. It is a theory for how chemicals come to be perceived as odors. The olfactory and odorants have different shapes. Vibration theory, alternative to shape pattern theory, proposes that every odorant has a different vibrational frequency. Molecules that produce the same vibrational frequencies will smell the same. Specific anosmia is the inability to smell one specific compound amid otherwise normal smell perception due to lack of specific ORs. Genetic, an inability to smell androstenone, which is armpit sweat and pork. Stereosomers, molecules that are mirror images of one another but smell completely different. What is the importance of patterns? We detect odors by the pattern of activity across various different receptor types. Intensity of an odor changes which receptors will be activated. If two different odorants activate the same receptors, they will smell the same. Specific patterns of activity are produced by specific odors in the piriform cortex. Is odor perception synthetic or analytical? It is both synthetic and analytical. The components in an odorant mixture are processed through analysis, which can be developed. An example is binaural rivalry. It is a competition between the two nostrils for odor perception. It is when a different scent is presented to each nostril simultaneously. We perceive each scent to be alternating back and forth with the other. There is never a blend of the two scents. It occurs in the nose and the brain. The other component is synthesis. We are more likely to experience a synthetic component. Olfactory white. It is equivalent to white noise or the color white, where various mixtures of different frequencies are perceived. The power sniffing. When you smell something passively, you are breathing in air containing odorant molecules and detecting those molecules. Sniffing increases the ability to detect odorants. It produces greater activation in parts of the brain like the cerebellum. If physically disabled people may be able to use their nose to contact with the outside world. Odor imagery. This is where olfaction and other senses diverge. We cannot think of the image of food and smell it.